The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is Transformers Earthrise, War for Cybertron, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. This is a Target exclusive in the US, and it is the Cybertronian Villains 2-pack. And gotta say, much needed reinforcements for Decepticons, because in Earthrise, the first wave pretty much got mostly Autobots. Only Starscream and some Micromasters were released for the Decepticons. Now with this 2-pack, we have the rest of the original 3 Seekers, and I really like the look of them. I mean, especially Skywarp. Skywarp is my favorite Seeker, and in Siege, he was a real dark gray instead of a proper black. So really glad in Earthrise, Skywarp is black. And side of the box art of them in vehicle mode. Looks like they're leaving the Ark. Voyager class. Take a look at the back of the box. 30 steps to transform. It says here Team Seeker Elite. And the other side of the box, standard Earthrise packaging. Okay, let's get this guys out of the package. Here's Thundercracker and Skywarp out of package. They both come with the instruction sheet here. Just one set of instructions for both. They did not print it twice, which makes sense because they're exactly the same. The decoder for the map, and let me get the map here. This is the map that came in the package. One thing I did notice is on a much thicker cardstock, and there's nothing on this map. A little pointless, but it's there. And we have Thundercracker and Skywarp themselves. Now the accessories that they come with are the weapons on their arms, and they were already attached in package, so very cool. Now this won't be a full review because this is basically a repaint of Earthrise Starscream. So if you want more details on transformation, etc. on that, I'll put a link to that review in the description below and in a card above. Now let's put Skywarp aside and take a closer look at Thundercracker here. There's Thundercracker, very nice clean paint apps on it. Now the head sculpt on the Siege Thundercracker had an expression, but this one doesn't seem to have. It's a little bit hard to see. Unfortunately, there's no light piping. Would have been nice if they had light piping. The Siege version had very nice light piping, so it's a little hard to see the eyes. Decepticon symbol not as apparent. Wish it was outlined. Nice paint apps, very clean again. All in all, very nice figure. They didn't skimp out on too much on the paint like the other Target exclusive of the Rainmakers, where they're very plain. Let's take a look at Skywarp. Now if you've been watching my channel, you probably know that Skywarp is my favorite Seeker, and pretty much like Thundercracker, everything that is blue is now black, and you have the purple and white stripes, with the exception of this part of the arm. Now take a closer look at the head. He does have an expression on his face, like yelling or something, so that's a little bit different. Again, similar paint apps on the legs as well. But overall, very pleased. I'm really glad we got these two. Looks like this set is not too hard to find. I mean, there's the initial eBay rush where everybody's trying to, sell them for outrageous prices on eBay. But I think, just like the Rainmakers, you'll probably see a lot of these after that initial rush. Now, let's take out their Siege counterparts, compare the two. We have Skywarp over there, and Thundercracker. Let's put this a little bit back. So here we have the Siege versions of these two characters, and the Thundercracker, it looks pretty okay. I mean, this part, I actually prefer the metallic silver on him. It would have been nice if the Siege version was metallic silver, but I'm okay that it's not. The biggest difference is with Skywarp, because Skywarp in Earthrise is his proper black, while you have this as a darker gray. But they look very good together. Now you can see that the Siege versions are slightly taller. Let's see if I can fit them all in scene here. Yeah. So the Siege versions are slightly taller. They may seem to look a bit more taller than they are just because of the way my camera is angled. But yeah, the Siege versions are a bit taller. But I think both of them are great figures. I know with the Earthrise you don't get as much articulation as Siege, but I feel the Siege version you're getting all that articulation mainly due to transformation, especially with the arms and the waist are required to turn. Well, the waist is required to turn due to transformation, and then the arm has that double jointed elbows for transformation as well. And take a look at them from the side. And here from the side you can see Earthrise, you do have that little backpack, but from the side profile for Siege there's a little backpack there as well. It's just that the wings are attached to it. And from the back, and that's pretty much it. A little plain for the Earthrise versions, but it's okay. Here they are with Starscream, making the original Seekers complete for Earthrise. Here they are both in vehicle mode. Let's take a closer look at Thundercracker first. Now the plastic here seems a little bit different. The coloring is slightly off than the rest. Barely noticeable, but if you really look hard you can see it. There's no paint apps on the rudder like Starscream. And the original Generation 1 figure had some, I don't know if it was paint or stickers. I wish the Decepticon symbol was more apparent. Maybe if it was stamped with an outline, because it gets washed out in the dark, in the blue. In the bottom. Same with Starscream, no landing gear. That's a real bummer. Okay, let's take a closer look at Skywarp. Same thing with the Decepticon symbol, washed out in all that black. No rear paint apps on the rudder. But you know, even if there is none, I'm okay with it, to be honest. On the bottom, a very nice update to these two characters. And I was messing around with my NECA stand and I took that claw out, and while there's no peg, or I mean no hole to stick something in, I guess you could technically like let it rest in here for somewhat of a flight stand, I guess. See if I can get that in camera. Yeah. I may have to get a few more of these too, so I can display them in vehicle mode just like this as well. And a group shot of the trio. Very cool to have them all complete for Earthrise. All we need now are the cone heads. And here they are with their Siege counterparts. You can see here's Thundercracker, Earthrise, and Siege. And Skywarp, Earthrise, and Siege, and you can really see the color difference between the two. Okay, let's get these guys into robot mode for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on the Target exclusive Cybertronian Villains 2-pack Thundercracker and Skywarp. Overall positive, of course. I really like the Starscream mold, and these are just straight repaints of Earthrise Starscream. Now, minor issues for me are the Decepticon symbol not being so apparent because it's on a dark color, and no paint apps on this rudder that Starscream has, but those are very small. They look the part. Perfect seekers for my Chug collection. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.